What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Ooh, wind today. So this past weekend I got the opportunity to go to Pocono Mountain Harley Davidson in Tannersville. They had their demo ride event. So I went and test rode some bikes, but of course I didn't record a whole lot, especially not, you know, around the building. And they just had this building built, like it's all new. I think maybe a year to 2 years at max, maybe, that this place was set up. And let me tell you, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if you're in the area, Tannersville, it's right off the highway, definitely take a look. I'll put their link down in the description for you. So I went out, I rode two bikes I wasn't expecting to ride, so I'll let you watch those clips, let you know what I thought, and I'll check back with you at the end. Alright guys, I'm on the 2021 Harley Davidson CVO Street Glide. Not gonna lie, I am freaking nervous as hell, guys. Never been on a bike this big. It's gonna be pretty interesting. It's more maneuverable than I would have expected it to be, although I haven't taken a lot of turns with it yet, but it is definitely very freaking comfortable. I'll tell you that much, guys. It is very comfortable. Power, freaking sweet. You can definitely tell this thing definitely has some balls. The suspension feels pretty normal, what you think on one of these bikes. I mean, it's nothing like that you can't handle. Like, and I'm coming from a Dyna with a little bit harder of a suspension, so this is compared to that, guys, this is fucking smooth sailing, man. I mean, I think I'm just a little bit more in trouble now. Because I think I'm going to be in the market for a new bike. One that I don't know if I can afford, but, you know, why not? But this is a lot of fun. The friction zone of the, well, I came up quick. The friction zone of the clutch, I couldn't think of a word, I'm saying it 3 and 4 times. It's a little too far out for my liking. Like, you really have to go far out in the movement of the clutch to get to it. It's not what I'm used to. My bike, it starts making contact a lot closer to the handle. I gotta say, other than that, a few little things that are obviously bike specific that I either do or don't like, and it's totally my opinion one way or the other, but I am digging it. This is a comfortable ride. And I can actually see over. Now, I'm a short guy, I'm only just under 5'6", so I was worried that this fairing on top of the like being attached, it was going to make it very difficult to see the road ahead of me. And I'm from Northeast PA, and if you've ever heard of roads up here, or you're around this area, or have ever been through here, the roads suck. There's no two ways about it. So to be able to see more of the road is definitely a plus, you know, to avoid anything major. But to be quite honest with you, I'm pleasantly pleased and surprised that this bike is just doing as well as it is with seeing it. Like, I can clearly see over top of it. I'm not really having any issues with seeing things in front of me, which is a big plus. When I was first looking at this, I was sitting on it in the showroom at Pocono months ago actually, and a guy said if I was looking at it, taking into consideration all the wind is going to be deflected by this front fairing. Now with the fairing being attached to the handlebars, where do you think all that movement's going to go? Right into your right into your handlebars. I can't talk, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention. It's not as easy as you think to try and concentrate on a new bike and talk at the same time and convey what I'm feeling and seeing and thinking into words while I'm trying to think it and say it. But it is definitely a factor to take into consideration with the wind. Now the Road Glide is pretty much the same bike front to back. The only difference, that the way it was explained to me, was that the fairing is obviously not attached to the bars. It's attached to the frame of the bike, which is going to make a big difference. So it's going to make a big difference, but it's also something, if you're not used to it, it's going to really throw you off, because you're used to the fairing and everything in front of you moving with you. So we'll see. I could definitely get used to this. It's weighted so right. It's definitely balanced very, very well. It's one of the things I was worried about. Now making a tight turn, I'm probably gonna eat shit. But nevertheless, for cruising, awesome ride. Okay, guys, here we are. We're back again. This time I'm taking out the 2021 Snake Venom Road King. Wow, first impression right off the bat, I am leaning, pushed forward on this one. It almost feels like I can't sit back and relax on it too much, but it is a nice size. Guess we're just waiting for everybody else to line up, get an opening, and there we go, guys. Let's see how. Well, it's gonna take some getting used to. Suspension is good. I'm enjoying it. It's comfortable. The seat, again, just feels like I'm sitting. Like the seat, might be the seat on it, so it feels like it's pushing my ass forward, which makes sense because I feel like I'm not holding myself up on, my hands, but I just feel like I'm pressing down on my hands and my wrists while I'm riding, and so it's not as comfortable as the Street Glide, I'll tell you that right now. Definitely not as comfortable. Different bars and different seat, I could probably get used to this. But already I'm missing that fairing, guys. Getting used to that. The friction zone of the clutch I'm getting a little bit more used to. I think it might be on all. I mean, I can't say that on all. I've only ridden 2. And you're watching both of them, but that friction zone of that clutch just catches way too far out. Yeah, just for my liking, I like it to catch a little bit sooner, just so I'm not like surprised by it. But I guess if you would get used to it, just like everything else, it wouldn't become an issue to anybody. It is interesting when you come to these demo events to see all the people that show up and see if they drive in, what are they riding when they come in, and see what kind of bikes that they actually get on. There's some I don't want to say petite people, like smaller sized people that get on these big old baggers and they just rock it. They just know how to handle it. They know their center of balance. They know their experience level, and they just rock it. They kill it. I love taking off in this thing. I am just loving it. I really want to be able to get on these bikes and just romp on it and see what these Milwaukee 8s can do. One thing though, I would consider actually on my Dyna footboards. I would definitely consider changing out for footboards. They're just, I don't know, it's a more relaxed. I don't have just this little pin that I'm rotating my foot on the whole time, and it's just not comfortable. It is, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is. I've had it for 6-7 years maybe now. Don't get me wrong, it is comfortable. It's just, after a while, it'd be nice to have the footboards. So that might be something I'll look into. So if I learn anything from this, that would be it. I will tell you, I'm digging this color though. Woo! This color is sweet. And we're back. A beautiful Pocono Mountain Harley Davidson. Their new dealership, about 1.5 years, maybe less, maybe more. It is beautiful, guys. Like, it is just immaculate. If you're in the area, Tannersville, definitely come check it out. Welcome back. If you made it this far, I guess I was doing something right. I gotta say, from watching, re-watching what I recorded on those bikes, on those rides, it is a lot harder. Like, me talking to you now, I'm not even thinking about the bike, because when you're on your own bike for so long, you just know how it sounds, you know how it operates, how it feels. You don't even have to think about it. It's like second nature. But let me tell you, it is a lot more difficult on a bike you don't want to drop. So especially on the Street Glide, because I'm not used to a fairing. I'm not used to hard bags. It's heavier, it's wider. It's a little bit different. The dynamics of it are different. But I had a blast. I know you might not have been able to see it or hear it from the video, but let me tell you, I had a blast. I'll put all the information, links to the Harley Davidson site for both bikes if you want to look up some specifics for yourself. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I promise if I'm ever doing a test ride again, I will make sure I will speak a little bit clearly. As you can tell, it was almost like I forgot how to speak, but I'm learning it as well as everyone else watching. You can't exactly feel what I'm feeling or hear the thoughts in my head. I've got to let you know about them. So note that for next time. But once again, huge shout out to Pocono Mountain Harley Davidson for hosting that event. I had a great time. The food was great. The band was awesome. I can't wait for them to come back and try some more. Well, I guess that's going to be all for me while I sit at this long light. Hope you guys had a good time. I know I definitely did. And I'll see you on the next one.